GM Crypto AI New Analysis here. It is January 6th, and before I get on with this video, none of the things I talk about in this video are buy or sell signals for you to buy any of these tickers. I'm not being paid to talk about any of these tickers. All of the tickers that I talk about and all of the projects are of my own conviction, of my own research for what I think are the best options within the cryptocurrency market, and everything in here is purely research. I'm not saying you should buy it. Practice good risk management, riskiest assets in the world, these altcoins, but you can make a shit ton of money, especially with the current bull market. But let's just get on with the price action really quick. So Virtuals is the ecosystem we like to talk about, and Virtuals is actually pulling back a little bit on the day. It was actually looking really good earlier today. It was feeling this wick. It was up here, but now it's down here, which is a bit of a pullback. But my intuition for Virtuals would be some sort of consolidation, but actually there could be some sort of leg coming soon, which I'll touch on briefly into later parts of this video. So we could see another leg potentially because of this narrative, but this pullback here, nothing too crazy to be worried about. There was a bit of a pump across infra coins as well, so things like Convo actually started gaining some strength again, bounced back pretty nicely, and then pulled back a bit. I started adding back into my Convo bag here, and I think this is gonna run pretty hard soon, just my own opinion, but it's pretty much the highest beta play. Game is more beta, but Game is also gaining a little bit of strength, not as strong as a bounce as Combo, honestly. But if you look at Ray as well, another infra play, extremely strong. Holy crap, it's actually filling my parabola I drew a long time ago. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. Well, other tokens we like to talk about, trust me, bros, a little bit strong. It's actually pretty strong. Pulled back a bit on that day. But other tokens, there's also this Dream token. There's a bit of an announcement on it. I GT'd my bag on this. I might buy it back, but I don't know. This price action is fucking annoying, man. I don't know why people don't buy this token instead of F-Stream, because this is literally the token that it advises F-Stream. This is the DAO, and this one's way higher market cap. Well, in reality, Dream is a shovel that provides to the miner here, which is F-Stream. So I'm kind of confused by that. But CreatorBit token, so ALOS, this one's getting a little fucked over. I thought it would be a bit stronger and have another leg or something, but I guess it makes sense since it pretty much did a huge candle like that. So I guess a correction was needed. But if you also look at some other tokens as well on CreatorBid, so CreatorBid's pretty strong. D-King's actually really strong out of all of them. But overall, nothing too crazy. There's some pumps, some dumps, but nothing to be too concerned for. And some pullbacks, you could probably find some entries into stronger coins. Personally, I think the infra coins have really good entries, like Convo right here. Convo is going to be absolutely fucking amazing, and it's in this DCA zone and finally bounced a bit, so showing a little bit of strength. So I think tokens like Convo and Ave is a bit harder to say because you'll be top blasting if you buy it, but most likely you'll be fine if you buy this. But pretty much infra looks very nice, and let's just get on with Solana AI as well. So if we look at the AI16Z ecosystem, AI16Z is actually bouncing a lot harder than Virtual. Solana is stronger than Ethereum right now, so a lot of the tokens, so Griffane is going up. Okay, Quant XBT, okay, I'm fucking pissed. I faded this. I was about to buy this in a million, but I faded it for some dumb fucking reason, man. That's my fault, man. But all of these tokens here doing pretty nice. There's also this Ava coin that, again, I also fucking faded this. Oh my gosh, man. Okay, that's just a lesson for myself. If you see something like this is my DCA zone I literally drew when it was down here, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll buy it, and then boom, 18x over. So sometimes you just have to pull the trigger, man. Even if you do a small amount and you're not that confident, just pull the trigger, dude. So overall, Solana looks a little stronger, but if we look at the Cookie.fun dashboard, so AI16Z is actually gaining a shit ton of dominance compared to the Virtuals, while the market cap overall is increasing. Is this a large cause for concern for AI16Z? I think they're having some world tours in Tokyo of AI16Z. They're showing the world their project, which could be good for them. I don't know. Could AI16Z flip Virtuals? I mean, at this rate, they're getting a lot better and higher. Virtuals is only 2x AI16Z's ecosystem now, but I don't know. We'll see. I still think Virtuals is the better ecosystem, but it also depends on the major price action, Solana versus Ethereum. If Ethereum starts breaking out in comparison to Solana, then Ethereum is going to do fucking amazing. But Solana, in theory, should do more multiples than Ethereum does bull run because it is a beta to Ethereum. But we'll see what happens. I'm personally more bullish on Virtual still, but XBT losing a bit of that mind share, Fartcoin gaining it, and Ava's pretty fucking insane here. And AI16Z, Solana looking quite nice. But let's get on the tweets here. So it is not a narrative, it is the next paradigm. So there's this tweet here. AI mindshare is now the highest it's ever been, 70%. Literally all anyone on X is talking about right now. Interestingly, I still think mindshare is lagging behind on other social medias, but is usually corrects during late stage. So there's a reason why this AI mindshare is so fucking huge right now, especially in crypto. And it was because recently there was some information leaked from Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, the creator of ChatGPT, and he said that they're currently working on AGI, which is, I think, agentic generative intelligence, artificial agentic intelligence. I forgot what was the exact acronym here, but essentially it is a concept where AI, the ChatGPT models, they're going to be somewhat super intelligent, super sentient, and they're going to essentially be replacing the human workers while doing their work at a much faster rate and at a much smarter rate. That is the way that they're saying. And he's saying that a lot of work in 2025 is going to be replaced within the office. So a lot of people are going to be trying to do the work and shit. And then like 2 months later, somehow AI has replaced all of their jobs for some reason. And he's essentially trying to do that. And could it happen in 2025 this year? I don't know. We'll see. I personally think it might need a few more years to get there, just based off the rates of how AI is going, because I actually have some experience with this agentic generative intelligence or artificial. I don't know what the fucking acronym in here is, but this essentially sparked a narrative within AI once again, where, you know, in crypto, when something's not priced in, like some guy just tweets some random shit that suddenly stokes everyone's egos and emotions and everyone's speculation for the current market goes up like crazy. That's essentially what Sam Altman did here, where now everyone knows about AI. The mindshare has gone much higher than meme coins, and AI is still exponentially lower in amazing. So this probably helped a reason why AI16Z also pumped today. And virtuals, I'm not really sure why it sold off this hard, but I think this will be fine even for the virtuals ecosystem, because this is a part of the agentic framework, right? But things like those, this is essentially the stokes the narrative even higher. But in any case, it's just going to stoke the narrative to be even higher. So I suppose that in terms of mindshare wise, we could see another leg, because people are catching on more onto AI, paying more attention to it. And then that could also translate into crypto here. So we could see another leg within AI in the next few weeks or so, instead of consolidation just based off this new narrative. But we'll see what happens. Just got to play with the vibes here. But let's go on with this next tweet. Virtual agents are better holds than trades. So I completely agree with this guy, but this guy was giving a take where some thoughts on trading the AI agent narrative. Most of these coins are better trades than holds. Momentum is important due to how dilutive the sector is. If you're going to set and forget, go for the infra. It's much harder to create blockchains, base layers that spin up a singular agent plus network effect. Easy mode is probably over. There's an edge to being early, but more research is needed. Reminds me of the meme meta. Many of these agents are going to zero, like all tokens TBH, but the unwind will happen quickly once capital inflows stall. Some of the info can still 10 to 20x from here. Trade accordingly. So infra, what he's talking about, 10 to 20x, probably things like gaming combo. I think combo could probably do even more than a 10 to 20x into the next couple months. We'll see what the fuck happens. It depends on how far the AI agent space goes, but perhaps this time frame is only a few months here. But this guy's basically saying that AI is a better narrative than memes, and that you should, if you want to set and forget a token, just buy and hold one, than infra, because infra is the shovels that are being given to gold miners. And I completely agree with that take. Infra is like Griffane, AI16Z, virtuals, game combo, these type of things, these type of tokens you can just buy and just chill, because they are the direct beta to the ecosystem, right? And then all the other AI agents are super high betas compared to what virtuals is, right? So if the infra, easily probably one of the best holds. But yeah, I pretty much agree with this guy saying here, except that the coins that they're better trades and holds, no, you don't really want to be playing the AI agents like super short term like that. It's honestly easier just to hold your token and then ride the wave and then take profits on the way up than to try to trade a super long trend like that. Like sometimes you have to be adaptable. Either you're trading in a mean reverting environment or a trend following environment, you got to adapt to it. And most of these AI agents right now are in trend following environments. So most of the time you just want to hold. It pays off to be a holder, right? Let's get on with this next tweet. Once you peel back the layers of AI on, you'll see how undervalued it is. Creator bid ecosystem will be in the billions sometime this year. So I do talk about creator bid, but here's a tweet where why you keep losing money. Poly, one LLM doing basic queries on Poly market equal 30 million market cap. AI on 256 LLMs battling out for top accuracy, not just on Poly market, but on any future events equals 32 million market cap. You don't know how to do proper research and invest. There's a reason Play Inf Games captures almost the same talent missions as Kaito fundamental AI, despite having 100x less mind share. Doesn't matter what will happen once AI on 5100 starts predicting. So he's talking about this token called AI on, and these tokens here are trying to essentially predict poly market bets based off of market sentiments and what people are trying to talk about. And AI on has apparently 256 LMs, AI agents, working within each other to argue on what is probably the best accurate prediction here in comparison to Poly. And Poly is launched on virtuals, AI on is on CreatorBid. And I was talking earlier, could CreatorBid be the beta to virtuals? And it could possibly be, right? AI on, if that's actually true, then it should be valued way more than Poly market, but they are the same market cap, right? And the only reason is because virtuals is a market share much higher than CreatorBid. I think CreatorBid is only about 150 million market cap, while virtuals is about 6 billion. So obviously there's a large disparity there, but despite that, AI on is 30 million and Poly is 30 million. So what can happen when CreatorBid finally gets more attention and people start seeing what AI on does? So I don't have AI on. I might buy it because of this tweet here. Like, I gotta do more research on it though, but I saw this and I was like, okay, that's really fucking interesting. CreatorBid could be huge into the future. We don't know. It's kind of speculative right now. We have to see what happens after airdrop with the bid token and see if actually people catch on to it. But right now, it looks pretty promising, especially with this AI on token. But let's go on with this next tweet. So I'm not going to read this entire tweet, but Sequoia, the future of AI agent investments. I'm going to link this in the description, but essentially how Sequoia works, where Sequoia is this token that essentially invests into other AI agents, and it's a very, very strong chart. It didn't really go as high as Vader, for example, but I think this might be one of the better investment DAOs. However, its market share is not as valued as similarly to that. But Sequoia, what it's essentially doing here is, I'll just read the summary where this guy is basically saying it. Think of it as an investor who has unlimited time to analyze projects and can sift through a huge number of projects, most of which are scams, to pick out the best ones. So Sequoia here is essentially that investment fund investing your money into other tokens that they think are good. But AI agents, they can do it in comparison to humans, or they can go through many investments, many tokens, and determine which one's the best one. While a human, they gotta sleep, they got to go to home, they gotta eat, they got all this shit to do. They can't really be doing 24/7 work like what Sequoia is doing here. So essentially, Sequoia is gonna be absolutely insane as well. But sometimes it's good just to read up on projects just to see what they do, so you can develop your own conviction for why you even hold that token. It's a good reason to do it, right? But let's look at this next tweet. Meme coins are now embracing AI. Early AI coins are mediocre memes. We're great at using AI to grab attention. The future will be good memes using AI to grow. GG to Asif Rekt for making Rekt the first mover here. So this guy seems to be making his Rekt coin into some sort of AI agent. So it seems that some meme coins here are making some shifts to go to AI, which is quite interesting. What he said here, where the future will be good memes using AI to grow. I don't know if I super agree with that, because some meme coins, they could just be good based off their own, but having AI, I don't know how they would implement it within the meme coin. Maybe it could help them somehow, but you got to also realize that AI agents are essentially meme coins, but with utility. So sometimes I don't know if the meme coins can make that bridge to become an AI agent, because they're just going to be some sort of weird hybrid mishmash. I don't know if it's going to be future of that. Perhaps it'll be better if they're just left as meme coins. That's just my own opinion on this, because it's going to be hard to implement these things into meme coins. But let's go on with this next tweet. In 2024, crypto lacked novel narratives so badly that everyone just resorted to gambling animal memes. Now, all of a sudden, we just have an actual cool tech narratives in AI x crypto, and you think it's not going higher. More likely than not, AI is going to dominate most metas in 2025. So exactly. Crypto AI is probably one of the best narratives we had ever since the start of this bull market, because we were just gambling on these fucking animal memes. Like, I remember I was on Pump Fun and I was just buying some random pictures of dogs and shit, hoping it was like 100x or something. Like, it was just some random ass gambling. There's nothing really to do else in crypto. Like, sometimes you hit it big, sometimes you lose all your shit, and then you just keep clicking, right? But now there's an AI narrative where instead of you just looking at the meme and seeing how funny it is and trying to sift through if it's bundled or not, and seeing if all these tokens, if this is the original one, like, there's some bullshit that goes on meme coins. I fucking hate trading them, but AI is a much better narrative. Now the tech is here. It's actually kind of cool, and the narrative is from the utility aspect of the meme coins of the AI agents, right? So this is pretty cool. I think it's going to be way harder than meme coins, definitely, this AI agents in the cycle, even though it's about 10x less in market cap. But we'll just see what happens in 2025, right? So let's look at this next tweet. Guys who used to crush it farming soul off animal meta are now struggling and getting completely outperformed by Frank the Gods. What a timeline. You love to see it. So yeah, again, people were farming the animal animal meme meta since Solana a few months ago, and people they make the tokens and then they bundle all the supply and then they rug on the people that they shill to. Like it was kind of a fucked up game. They're just stealing money from other people. Well, now AI people, it's a lot more PvE. Like Frank the Gods is this KOL person, and he started inquiring people into the Twitter space and like, guys, what are the best AI agents to invest into, right? Because he was pretty much into the meme coin space, but then now he's seeing that AI agents are getting all the attention. People are making a shit ton of money there, so he's bridging over to base to play the AI meta, or perhaps he's even playing Solana. But you got to realize that nowadays you have to adapt to the new meta. If you're still out here gambling on the animal memes, like perhaps if you find an edge to do it, then it could somewhat work. I personally tried doing it a couple days ago, and I was like, okay, this is actually so fucking hard. Like it used to actually not be that hard. Like you could just go through Pump Fund, the Bullx, Pump Vision, and then find the good tokens, do some research, and then sometimes you'll get like a 10 or 100x and you'll be chilling, right? But nowadays it's a lot more difficult because pretty much every token out there is bundled, and all of them are going to pretty much rug to zero after you buy into it. So it's extremely PvP in Solana, while it's pretty PvE on virtuals and perhaps even Solana AI in comparison. But let's look at this next tweet here. So great article, 5 categories to watch for in crypto X AI agents. So I'm not going to read this whole article. I'll link it below, but I'll just read out what are the main agents. So number 1, frameworks plus launchpads, value accrual starting to matter, and frameworks may be here to stay. So he's talking about infra coins. So things like AI16C and virtuals, where they launch the agents, they are the shovels given to the gold miners, and these tokens are obviously going to be here to stay in the AI space, even if perhaps AGI gets implemented and that's the new meta. Well, infrastructure, which are going to be launch padding these AGI, is still going to be there, right? But let's look at this next one, DeFi AI. The next wave of agents will prioritize utility and value accrual, and DeFi AI. DeFi X AI made the first category to reach PMF. So he's talking about DeFi agents where they essentially operate within the blockchain all by themselves. They don't have a human doing it. You know, when you're a human, you got to do all the deck shit. You got to do the seed phrases. You got to do the transaction, the swaps. It's a bunch of bullshit, right? But agents, AI, they live in code. They can do that shit on their own, and they're going to be trading perhaps on their own. That's why I like Trust Me Bros, for example, because that token is trading autonomously on its own as an AI agent. There's nothing, like no manual work into it. The person they put in a system that's profitable, and then boom, now it's a DeFi agent because now they're controlling their own wallet and they're doing all this shit. Like it's pretty fucking cool, right? But yeah, this is also going to be huge within crypto. But this next one here, where consumer layer, entertainment agents, autonomous worlds, and games, attention-based agents will have more complex personalities and multimedia interactivity. This could lead to next wave in gaming and metaverse tech. So he's talking about things like this Ava token. So Ava is this AI VTuber. They do this all autonomously and they just yap about some random ass shit. I don't even know what the fuck this is, but these entertainment agents, so things like Ava Luna, and I guess you could say Zerbro, these are essentially the entertainment that appeals to retail, the normies, right? Because they're going to see and be like, oh wow, AI VTuber is cool, right? I seen it happen a lot of times where if somebody, they made the first AI YouTuber, they get a shit ton of followers because everyone thinks it's so novel. This AI VTuber, they can pay attention to the chat all the time. Like, it's pretty cool, man. But the fourth thing here, agent organizations, DAOs come back. So he's talking about agent swarms. So agent organizations that have a bunch of agents working together to essentially be their own company. Obviously, these are going to be absolutely insane because they're a coalition of agents. Obviously, that's way better than just one agent, and they're going to work more efficiently. So these are also going to be staying around, right? But then fifth, verifiable agents. Today, agents evolve towards becoming more autonomous and actually own their own liquidity. So he's talking about agents that actually become fully autonomous on their own. Like they're doing all this shit in their life completely on their own. So things like AXPT somehow do that, and even Ava. But a lot of agents right now, you have to still put in some manual effort for them to keep running. But eventually, there's going to be a point where AI agents, they can probably launch themselves and then do their own shit. They don't need any human to work for them, and they just do everything completely on their own. Some things like Luna, where they're literally hiring other people without anyone's help, like it's actually insane. These AI agents are going to be more efficient than those that need humans. But let's look at this last tweet here. Amazing narratives will be created around this, even if AGI doesn't come in 2025. So again, this is just talking about the AGI thing, but okay, yeah. So basically, confirmed for 2025, many agents or jobs are going to require financial autonomy to make transactions, investments, etc. And crypto exactly will enable these new economies. And crypto is going to be wild this year. So Sam Altman, so I should have said this earlier in the video, but reflections, we are not confident we know how to build AGI as we have traditionally understood it. We believe that in 2025, we may see see the first AI agents join the workforce and materially change the output of companies, we continue to believe that iteratively putting great tools in the hands of people leads to great, broadly distributed outcomes. So yeah, AGI, I don't know if it's going to happen in 2025 because I agree with what that guy says there, but in either case, it is a cool narrative. People are catching up on it as AI is getting more focused into people's minds. And that develops some sort of a Lindy effect where once retail comes in and they start seeing that AI agents are such a thing, obviously they're going to start chucking money at it because they'll be like, oh my God, this is the big new thing and they got to FOMO in. So obviously it's going to get fucking crazy. It's going to get almost retarded later on once liquidity is everywhere, speculation's through the roof, everyone's FOMOing, greed indexes all over the place. Obviously going to be fucking insane, especially for AI agents, which is a much better narrative than meme coins. But speaking of meme coins, I didn't talk about the price action of them, but I think I was looking at tokens like KeyCat. So KeyCat is a little bit up on the day, but as you guys can see, a bit of a round bottom, which is why you DCA 1 to 2 weeks. And I'm still DCAing over the meme coins. Actually, I think I'm somewhat allocated. I did it over the last 7 days or so, but meme coins should bounce pretty soon. I think within the next 1 to 2 weeks. We'll see what happens, but they're starting to build the momentum, like even KeyCat here, slowly building some momentum to do another projection upwards. But even on Solana meme coins also look quite good. So nothing to quite worry about. Mini, for example, this one's pretty freaking strong, dude. I don't have this, but it's very, very nice. Retardio, very, very nice. So Solana meme coins, very good risk reward as well, but virtual agents are also something good to do, but you don't have to pick and choose. Play both of them and you'll do fine. But that's pretty much all I want to say in this video, and yeah, I'll see you guys.